Hi Capricorn, welcome to Wine of the Night Tarot. I'm Shabana and I'm here to do your love reading for June 2021. This is a general read, so it might not resonate with every single Capricorn out there. If that is the case, please do check your other prominent signs like your Moon, your Venus, your Rising and your North Node. This is also a love reading, but not only limited to a romantic connection. This is for any connection that you find yourself in that is of emotional significance to you. Excuse me. This could be a spouse, this could be a friend, this could be a sibling, it could be absolutely anybody that you are connecting with in this moment. This could be a new connection, it could be somebody you've known for a while, and you could also be in separation. While I am shooting this in June and it is for June, please know that time is fluid. Anytime you see this video is the right time for you to receive the messages. Although energy is also fluid, I'd like to point out, while I will make Capricorn the main energy of the read, please feel free to flip the roles as you see fit. All right, Capricorn, let's get started and find out where you are in your emotional energy in this connection. For Capricorn, please. Okay. All right, you are in the energy of creation, the crown chakra. Very nice. And your person, what energy? Okay. They are in the energy of mysticism, the third eye chakra. All right, very elevated, awakening energy for you, crown chakra and third eye chakra for them. All right, how does Capricorn view their person in this connection? What does Capricorn think of their person in this connection? Oh, okay, this one really wants to come out. All right, we have the beautiful energy of intimacy. It's come out a lot in a lot of the signs connection readings. How does all right, how did they view you as the distorted feminine? I'm going to pull one more card on that to clarify that energy, and we have emotional freedom. All right, there may be some kind of restrictive energy around the two of you. Let's find out. What energy is Capricorn in currently? Okay, we have the crown chakra again. Okay, so there is a lot of awakening happening for you. Okay, and okay, how do we want this? Okay, we want it in the upright and we want it for your person. They're seeing things from a new perspective. Okay, what are the hopes and fears? Oh, wow, your cards are really flying out. Your hopes and fears are moving on. The Eight of Cups energy. What is the potential union energy? Whoa, union energy. All right, I heard not those, so we're going to go again. Okay, overcoming your darkest fears is the union energy. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, all right, I have been asked to look at the bottom of the deck. I'm not always guided to look at the bottom of the deck when it comes to oracle cards. Okay, and all right, this one. Okay. Ooh, okay, wow. All right, Capricorn, quite a bit going on for you. All right, let's take a look at these cards and then we can get down to interpreting them. All right. Okay, Capricorn, let's get started on this. Okay, so we have the crown chakra coming out here very, very strongly for you. the crown chakra and the energy of creation. This is the energy of creativity. This is the energy of birthing something new. But because it's the crown chakra, I am getting very high priestess vibes, high priestess energy from this card. It's about connecting to spirit. It's about having a spiritual awakening. This connection that you're in is helping you along the way. This is a connection that is fated. It was meant to happen, and both of you are growing in this connection. Y'all are learning in this connection. There is a need to evolve from a distorted psyche into your whole awakened spiritual self. And there is the figure that's here, and while there may be fog and mist around her, she holds the light within her. She holds the light with her. She can see the way forward. She is pushing past all this illusion of fear, of any kind of karmic retribution or debt that might be holding her back, and she is moving forward, led only by her intuition. Again, I'd like to point out that the tarot and the oracle do not read gender as binary. It is only male and female is seen only as energy. So you or the person you are connecting to may identify as male, female, or even gender fluid. Your person's energy, they are in the energy of mysticism. They are in the energy of the third eye chakra. This is also about finding your spiritual path, about walking your soul path, understanding your soul mission. There's clearly a very, very strong connection between the two of you. I felt that with the creation card as well. In order to show each other the way, in order to open up this door, the door to spirit, the door to your spiritual awakening. And both of you are integral to each other on this journey. You have been in the energy of the crown chakra. You might be sorry, we're not supposed to read the chakra cards upside down. Sorry about that. It came out upside down and I didn't turn it around. But okay, I was just told read it in the upright. Okay. So the crown chakra is the energy of connecting to spirit. It is the crown chakra is about spiritual awakenings. It's about taking the journey and understanding, communicating with your higher self, listening to your intuition. And that is what you're doing. You are beginning to connect. You are beginning to understand. You are beginning to open this journey that you have with spirit, with your higher self, with everything that is not just limited to your 3D reality. Your connection, the person you're in connection with, they are in the energy of observe. This is, hangman energy. This is Pisces. And this is about changing your perspective. This is about seeing things from a new perspective, maybe viewing this connection from a new perspective. This connection is obviously going through some pretty radical changes because the two of you are going through radical changes, and having a fresh perspective, understanding deeply. It's the crown chakra activating here for your person. There's a rainbow of blessings coming to them. It also activates the heart chakra. So your person and you are both sitting in an energy of change, of spiritual awakening. This is definitely a fated relationship. How do you view them? You view them as your soft place to fall. You view them as somebody you can be intimate with, not just physically, but also on a soul level, on a spiritual level, on an emotional level. They are your soft place to fall. You turn to them when you're feeling vulnerable, when you're feeling weak. You can show your most vulnerable side to them, and they will hold you in an embrace that makes you feel safe and protected. And how do they view you? They are viewing your journey. They are viewing your journey. They are understanding your journey from the distorted feminine in gaining emotional freedom. So we carry the energies of the divine masculine and the divine feminine within us all, irrespective of whether we're male or female or even gender fluid. The distorted feminine is an energy of not nurturing yourself, of not having strong boundaries, of putting yourself last, of not being able to actually embrace your higher self, of not feeling that you are enough. And it is usually emotional blocks, karmic blocks, that hold us into this energy, where we get stuck in a cycle of negativity, we get stuck in a cycle of fears, and all it takes really is for us to reach out and break through that cycle. I know it sounds very easy when I say it that way. It's actually a difficult, oftentimes painful, overwhelming process, but we begin to heal when we begin to reach up into the light, out of the darkness, and that puts us in an energy of emotional freedom. And this is the spiritual journey that you're on at the moment, Capricorn. You're breaking out of this distorted feminine psyche, and you're gaining your emotional freedom. You are beginning to see yourself for everything that you are. You are leaving behind fears, you are leaving behind limitations, you're leaving behind an energy of lack, and embracing the magical, embracing the mystical, and embracing who you were always meant to be. All right, let's get the tarot out to clarify. Can we clarify Capricorn's current energy, please? How do we want this? Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse for you. And we have the Ace of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Swords in reverse is waiting for clarity, waiting for enlightenment. It is coming. This is a process. When we talk about spiritual awakenings, it's not all wonderful and happy and rainbows, and it is all of that, but it is also having to confront the deepest, darkest parts of you in order to be able to get that clarity. It's really about piercing the veil of the dark night and bringing the light back into your soul. And you might feel like you're a little stuck at the moment. We have the Wheel of Fortune, but it is in reverse. This is Jupiterian energy. This is Sagittarius. You might have placements in Sagittarius, or a Sagittarius may be integral to your journey. And the reason you're feeling a little stuck is because this is a process. There are lessons to be learned before you can move forward in this connection, before you can see things from a different perspective, before your spiritual growth and awakening happens. And it takes time. So you might feel as though you are stuck. You might feel as though things are not moving, but they are behind the scenes. You are healing, you are growing. You need to trust the process. You need to trust your intuition and let the process unfold. Let it happen. Okay, can we clarify? The Hangman energy. 3 of Cups. Okay, there is celebration here, there is friendship here. Bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So it has been difficult, it has been challenging. You have had sleepless nights over this. There's been a lot of overthinking, which is common when we try to figure out what our next moves are, how do we go ahead. When we're in the middle of our spiritual evolution and awakening, it isn't easy, it is difficult. But the good thing is that you're coming out of this energy. You're beginning to calm the mind, you're beginning to let go of the fear-based matrix of the conscious mind and the ego, and you're beginning to listen to your intuition and listen for the guidance from your intuition. And there's celebration here, there's joy here. Like I said, a spiritual awakening is a difficult process. Oftentimes it is lonely, oftentimes it is fraught with what do you call it, self-doubt. I was going to say denial, but that was not the right word. It was self-doubt. But there is also cause for celebration here. This is a connection that you and your person should be celebrating, because awakening together, while it is not without its difficulties, also brings much joy and much celebration. And when the two of you pull together, when the two of you replenish together, what you create emotionally is an overflowing cup of love. Also, spiritual awakenings need you to be able to give love to yourself and to the other person, and vice versa, because that is what really will get you through the difficult times and bring you into the delights. What are your deepest fears in this connection is that one of you is going to move on and leave the other behind. This is the Eight of Cups energy. Yes, sometimes it is very difficult, it is very depleting, it is very tough. Like I keep saying, spiritual awakenings are not easy on the person going through them, nor are they easy on the people who's connecting with them, because there's change involved. The person is changing, and along with them, everything around them changes as well. So in your fears, you do have the Eight of Cups. The fear is that the obstacles, the rocky road, the rockiness of the shore is going to get too much for this connection, and someone is going to walk away. While Capricorn, I can't deny that that could happen if it is part of your journey. There is a part of the journey which is solitary, so it could happen. But let's see what we get as a clarifier. Can you clarify the hopes and fears of moving on? We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay, I've been asked to go one more. So I will. We have the Emperor in the reverse as well. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. Now this is a good card to get in reverse, because it means whatever inner conflict you're having, whatever mental strife that you're having is going to come to an end. The fives are petty energies. They're energies of conflict, they're energies of some amount of altercations, but you're coming to the end of that cycle. You're beginning to see the way forward. But what you need to do really is, well, you need to have an ego death, which is what the Emperor in reverse over here is signifying. So the Emperor is Mars in Aries. The Emperor also in the upright is somebody who knows what they want. They go for it. They can be extremely autocratic, extremely authoritative, extremely powerful, extremely in charge. And yes, there is some amount of ego attached to this card in energy at the moment. And when we go through a spiritual awakening, it really is about, not letting our ego take over anymore. It's about having an ego death, not living in the fear-based matrix in which the ego operates, and actually elevating ourselves above that. And that is a difficult, tiresome, draining process for whoever is involved in it. And what you need to do most is nurture yourself when you nurture this relationship. And that might be a little difficult at this time, because there is so much going on for you and for the person in your connection. So the fear of somebody walking away is very possible. It's very likely. It could be temporary. I get the energy that even if there is a separation that comes in this connection, it will be temporary, because some amount of the spiritual journey has to be taken in a solitary energy as well. You have to evolve to a point where the two of you can come back together, because in your union energy we have the darkest fears, which is again the Nine of Swords, which came out earlier, I think, as the shadow energy. And it's come out in the reverse. So it is about overcoming your fears. It is about not letting your fears overwhelm you, not letting them take control of you, not letting them hold you in an energy of lack, but actually rising above them in order to see the truth, in order to activate this crown chakra. And what that brings is another Three of Cups energy. So you have the Three of Cups that has come out twice, so there is synchronicity for you. It's about love. It's about opening up and letting that love come into you and into this connection. It's about breaking out of this stone heart or this wooden heart, and actually when the cracks appear is when you start to feel again, when the emotions and this beautiful rays of love come out. And it starts with self-love. Self-love is an extremely, extremely necessary part of this journey. Can we clarify the outcome, please, for this connection that Capricorn finds themselves in? All right. We have the 9 of Wands that's come out. So there is some amount of wounding that has taken place. We have, how do we want this? Okay, in the upright. All right, and I've been asked to go one more, so I will. Ooh. All right. What do we have? We have the Knight of Wands. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. There's clarity coming. We have 2 queens. We have the Queen of Cups and we have the Queen of Swords. So there's going to be clarity, and both of you are going to cut out the darkness in order to gain the clarity and come into the light. This could be also a temporary separation from each other. There is that possibility also with the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so there has been some amount of wounding on this journey. With both of you focusing on yourselves, there could have been some amount of discord, some amount of silence, some amount of differences, distancing between the two of you, and it has caused a bit of pain. As much as I'd like to say sit down and have a conversation, I'm not sure whether y'all are both ready for that. I'm going to pull another card for the 9 of Wands to clarify it. Why is the 9 of Wands here, please? Why is the 9? Oh, do we want all of them? How do we want them? In the upright. Okay, we have the Tower and we have the Ace of Cups. All right, more Mars and Aries. Okay, so yeah, there was this Tower moment that happened, this awakening that struck the crown chakra, that rattled the foundations that you both were in order to bring this epiphany to you, in order to banish the darkness and bring the light. And that is going to bring you all a cup of love. It's going to be a difficult journey, it's going to be a tough journey, but more than a cup of love for the other person, I see this as filling your own cup first to the point of overflowing before you can offer it to whoever it is in this connection who is evolving as much as you are. And what is driving that is the Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So you might go through a phase of zipping in, zipping out, easy come, easy go. We all have pitfalls on our journeys when it comes to awakening. We all sometimes try to take the easy way out. It's normal, it's human, it happens, but you will always find yourself very quickly being directed back to stability, back to the slow and steady progress that you need to make in order to bring this connection to fruition, because this connection is going to be the stabilizing factor and the force in your life. And that is something that will take work. It's going to take some amount of not heartache as much as difficulties and overcoming them. There's going to be a lot of growth, there's going to be a lot of learning, there's going to be a change in perspective in order to have this vulnerability and this intimacy with each other, because eventually it is really about this Ace of Cups energy, about your own cup overflowing with love in order to be able to offer it to the person in this connection with you. Okay, Capricorn, I am going to see what messages we can get from the Whispers of Love Oracle for you and this connection. Capricorn, please. Oh, they said take the one in your hand. Okay. All right. It's not very often that happens, but well, when you're guided to do something, you're guided to do it. And it says embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. And that, Capricorn, is really the most fundamental part of the spiritual awakening journey. Every feeling you have is valid. This is feelings from your shadow side, which is represented by the darkness, and feelings from your light side, which is the unicorn and the light that it brings. And in balancing your light and shadow sides is the awakening that you seek, the awakening that you get. It's also when you embrace your emotions towards this connection, towards yourself, towards the person, and you sit down and you validate them. So you have to feel your emotions in order to release them, so that you're not stuck in a stagnant energy, but you're in an energy of moving forward. All right, we're going to get a final energy from the Divine Abundance deck for Capricorn and this connection. Please, okay, that one wanted to come out. We have individuality. All right, and it says every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. And that, Capricorn, really sums up this reading beautifully, because it is your individual journey. It is your individual awakening. It is about the transformation with the butterflies. It is about being all that you can be. It's about merging with your higher self. It's about walking your soul path, and the connections that help you on your way to achieve that. And that's beautiful. That's a beautiful, beautiful energy to be in. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there. This was a very, very interesting read. I wish you and this connection you're in all the best. There is so much growth and so much change that's heading for both of you, and I wish you all the best in growing through it. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please do like, share, and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post next. And please leave me a comment. I'd really love to know what you think. Thank you for being with me, Capricorn, and I'll see you next time. Bye.